Okay, welcome back to the channel. So another boring video on natural graphite. Basically, the gist of this thing is natural graphite. This is the best company you could invest in for lithium. Before the lithium shortfall came in, reasons why: they had a mine or a project near a capital city. They only had to raise, I think, $90 million USD or something like that, and potentially now making $300 to $400 million in EBITDA per year. And then with that money, they can do more tons and get bigger and bigger. So it's more of a dividend stock now. They can reinvest their earnings to do more tons per annum because there's a lot of lithium still needed. But the point is, you're going to buy. No one cared about lithium here. There's enough lithium to go around. Moving to here. Also, with COVID, which you know what COVID did, it pumped money out and stuff. But anyway, in a good thing with lithium shortage, a good project, didn't have to spend much money to do a lot of tons per annum, meaning no dilution. Look at other stocks that had to raise $400 million to the same amount of tons. They didn't do a 20x like these guys. So that's the thing you aim for, core lithium. So with natural graphite, we could be here right now. That's just my wishful thinking. I invested in these companies, but I do believe what I say to some extent, because it seems we've got enough natural graphite now. In the future, it's going to be a different story, and things will change. Even in your mind, it's like, oh, gotta get that stock. You should have bought when it was dull and nothing. So it could be here now. It's going to be a long wait. So I'll read this thing. When is the graphite shortfall going to happen? So right now, there's plenty of natural graphite to go around. People aren't rushing out to buy electric vehicles, but slowly but surely, more people are buying electric vehicles. Tesla's going to bring out that Mexican factory that's going to make them cheaper, meaning more demand for natural graphite. So with demand for graphite in the battery sector forecast to rise by 37% year on year in 2023, we expect the current pricing lull to prove temporary. So lull in pricing, temporary. Also, what happens in China in winter, they can't process natural graphite because they need that to heat homes. The government shuts down everything like that, especially synthetic graphite, which is very high carbon intensive, energy intensive, etc. So we're going to move into winter for China. That could see something happen. And then demand is picking up, and supply is not going to keep up with demand 2024. So this could be where we are now. Could be, I'm saying possibly, who knows, could be wrong. 2024, more of a deficit, meaning, oh, we need that graphite, we'll pay more for it, given demand. And 2025, 2026, maybe we'll stretch out even further. And then people actually say, oh, okay, we'll build your project now because the prices are worth it. So if you look at CXO, if there's a financial study around here, they're going to get it out of the ground for $500 and sell it for $800, and that was their study. But the real fact that happened, they get it out of the ground for $500, and some companies were selling for $8,000 a ton, so way more than they expected. And this could happen to natural graphite. Like these little, they said like, 25% price increase, wow. But lithium did something like what's 800 to 400, 500% price increase. So you want to buy low, sell high, and buy the best. You need the best project among the rest, because why would you pick the fifth best project when there's a project going to make more money? Which I see probably being ITM for something under 50 million. These guys, more likely, but they've already raised the money, got the free government grant, got a big resource. The only difference between ITM and RNU, in my opinion, is they've just done more drilling, got the free loan from the government, and raised some money. That's my opinion. I'm pretty sure that's correct as well. The WKT, another one, they're actually not going into the battery space. They're doing natural graphite for other sectors, but they're building the mine as we speak, and they say after cost and tax, they can make $25 million a year. That's for a company you can buy for $62 million. So they're going to get that mine up and running end of this year. And if the numbers stack up for batteries, I guess they're going to make the switch, aren't they? Andrew Cunningham's going to say, wow, we can make money in batteries. Let's switch to that. And they're already making money on the side. So wishful thinking from an investor, but see what happens. We got VRC. These guys have a working mine in Ukraine. Obviously, there's a war going on there. They can do some tons. Hopefully, when the war stops, if it does, they can pump out money. And that's where you see a turnaround. And if that doesn't go well, they've also got this big project in Africa and plans to go downstream in USA. And then there's plenty other natural graphite companies. You just have to compare the rest. These guys are a bit further along. They got POSCO on board, which is a big battery materials producer in China, or is it Korea? Anyway, 143 million. So I try to get in before these good announcements come out, because it's going from 50 million to 150. That's a 3x. If you could just pick that, these guys would do it. So that's how I see ITM going over time. These guys are actually drilling out, bringing out massive drill results. Got a huge resource that will never run out in a good area, South Australia, renewable energy. Everything just seems good. It's just a waning game, in my opinion. I could be wrong. We'll see what happens when he watches back in 2 years. We'll see who's laughing, me or you. So that's it for me, and see you next video. Let me know your thoughts. I think I know every single natural graphite company there is. I think ITM is in top 3 no matter what. Just my opinion, not financial advice. But let me know. And you can also probably make money in lithium too. You just have to do the rough numbers. So rough numbers for these guys, you can buy them for 30 million. They got about 5 million cash. Once they drill out the project, they could probably build the thing for 100 million, and they make 100 million EBITDA per year. That's at the current prices for graphite. If graphite doubles, as it did with lithium, it even tripled to 4x. It's going to be a lot more. Yeah, and then they got the downstream. So you get out of the ground. Just getting out of the ground, you can spend $100 million and make $100 million per year. But then you get out of the ground, you want to make it into sphere balls, into balls really, and coat that stuff. And that's what goes into the battery. So when you build the thing to process it, I think it's more like $200 million to make $100 million per year to do the processing side. But obviously, when the shortfall comes in for that, those numbers can change as well. So it seems now you get more just for getting out of the ground, sending it to China. Then you do processing yourself. I guess processing is energy intensive, so if you've got a good renewable source of energy, you're a step ahead. Anyway, I see government grants coming out for these guys. What's the other one? IG6. These guys have got pilot plants to do the coating and stuff. Their resource isn't as big as ITM's, but it's probably big enough to last as long as it needs to. They're drilling as well. They've got good government support. They're going to do the processing themselves, coating it themselves. So they could be good as well. So that's it for this video. Hope you liked it. Let me know any stocks. If you're going to let me know any stocks, just tell me the rough numbers, like how much it will cost them to build the mine, how much you make per year. Because you should know that if you're buying a stock, you should know like how much it costs to buy them, how much cash, how much it costs to build the project, how their project is so good compared to other guys, how they don't have to spend much money to build it because it's a good location, the grade is huge, whatever. Let me know. I think I know every single graphite stock, but rough numbers, please, if you're going to comment a stock. And amen.